In a remote African village surrounded by dense forests and flowing rivers, Sibo grew up hearing tales of his father, who was once destined to rule. His father had been a just and honorable man, chosen by the elders to lead their people. But jealousy and power struggles within the family changed everything. His uncle, driven by greed and hatred, falsely accused Sibo's father of betrayal. The villagers turned away, and his father died under severe mistreatment, carrying the burden of a reputation tainted by lies. Sibo, just a young boy then, watched helplessly as his father's honor crumbled, leaving him, his mother, and his younger brother vulnerable and alone. As he grew older, Sibo became known for his courage and strength, serving as a palace guard despite his painful history with the palace. His loyalty to the village and its people earned him respect, but there were some who envied him, fearing that one day he might reclaim the honor that had once been his family's. One day, a noblewoman from the village accused Sibo of a grave crime, a false charge of assault. Without trial or fair judgment, the king, who had always favored Sibo's uncle, declared him guilty. He was banished from the village, forced to leave his mother and brother behind. They watched as Sibo disappeared into the wilderness, stripped of his home and honor. Back in the village, Sibo's mother faced new torments. His uncle seized their only piece of land, leaving the family in poverty. Sibo's mother, already weakened by years of sorrow, fell ill, her heart broken by injustice. She passed away, leaving Sibo's younger brother alone and without support. News of his mother's death reached Sibo, igniting a storm within him. He had once tried to be honorable, loyal to his people despite the wrongs done to him. But now, he felt abandoned, his soul hardened by anger and grief. He spent years in the wild, seeking ancient spiritual protection and strengthening his body, vowing to return as a force no one could suppress. When Sibo returned, he was unrecognizable. He was no longer the loyal palace guard, he had become a warrior with a heart of stone and a spirit forged in suffering. With silent but deliberate steps, he confronted the king and the elders, dragging them into the village square one by one, forcing them to reckon with the harm they had caused his family. He reclaimed his family's land and freed his brother from the shadows of their past, standing as the village's new ruler. But his rule was neither kind nor forgiving. To those who had hurt his mother, he was relentless, showing no mercy. To the innocent villagers who had once shown his mother kindness, he was their protector, guarding them with the fierce loyalty he had once given to the palace. The village elders and the king became his captives, slaves to the very man they had cast away. Sibo's wrath became a legend, a tale of how betrayal could turn a just man into an unbreakable force. The military tried to intervene, but Sibo's power was beyond their grasp, no one dared to challenge the spirits he had gained. As the years passed, Sibo became known not just as a warrior but as a reminder of what could happen when justice is twisted by greed and malice. And in the quiet moments, he would remember his mother's gentle face, her words echoing in his mind as a reminder of why he fought, not for vengeance, but for the family he loved, the family that was wronged. In the end, Sibo ruled with an iron fist but a fierce loyalty to his people, determined to protect them from the corruption that had destroyed his family. His story became a warning passed down through generations, that love and honor, if betrayed, could give birth to a power beyond reckoning. And in Sibo's eyes, there was no peace, only the lingering memory of a love so strong it could never die.